Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, back. Waiting.
I can't believe they let you play.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kiko Alonso, the former Eagle, in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Darren Sproles. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we have the 71st Emmys on Sunday.
No wine. Just straight cheese.
71st Emmys on Sunday. So let's hand out a few awards.
Okay.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actor right now in the NFL. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the Mustache Man, Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville, because despite the fact that they're 1-2, got their first win last Thursday against Tennessee, he stepped in week 1 and set a record for rookie quarterbacks. What was he, 22 of 25 throwing in that game? 88% right out of the gate. And has continued good play since then. And let's face it, the mustache mania is sweeping Duval County as well as the rest of the state of Florida.
Best actor in a lead role, I'm assuming you're going Mahomes.
You have to, because we kept saying he couldn't possibly do what he did last year. He's on a pace to eclipse what he did last year in every category. And by the way, hasn't thrown an interception yet, and his team's undefeated at 3-0.
All right, one more. Best director, head coach. Who you got?
I'm going to go each conference. AFC, Sean McDermott, Buffalo Bills, off to a 3-0 start. I'm not sure how many people saw that one coming. And then in the NFC, finally fulfilling their promise here in the early going, the San Francisco 49ers and Kyle Shanahan, also undefeated, getting ready to take on the Los Angeles Rams for supremacy in the NFC West in the upcoming weeks.
Buying time to his left, and this is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Kill.
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Okay, I got a quick tangent for us here, Charles. Let's look at the teams that have not yet won in the NFL, the 0-3. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Gonna throw deep for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. 27 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times. And
under pressure, they got him again. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now Breeze. And this one's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. Let's go, Lee!
53 is mine. So don't say nothing.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, he's going to let this go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on. And it's intercepted. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Elliott good with a PAT. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready? You ready?
Hey, check. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, 74, 74.
56. 56.
Hey, wahoo!
Oh, you got D?
To throw again on second down. Wentz, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
31 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Waiting!
Mike 54. Ricky.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This is Howard on 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working from the gun, Wentz going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Charles, with that incompletion, I want to step back for a second, just talk about the quarterbacks this year. It's an interesting stat that you and I were looking at before the game. 40 quarterbacks have been used in the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, most in the Super Bowl era. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 78 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Quarterback, don't get nervous.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
One thing you're open for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, orbit.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Watch the slant.
Hey, Echo.
53's mine.
Hey, easy.
Don't get nothing.
Sammy.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Waiting.
Mike, watch the run. Hey, switch gears.
Two J.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The 20! 53!
953!
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
You kill.
No. Hey, exit. 52 right here.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Under 10. 80 weapon.
5-1.
Breeze now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 30 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze going to throw. And he finds Cook. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Running with Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go. Waiting.
Check 53's money. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Forward, Tokyo.
53. Check 53. Get him. Get him.
Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Wentz going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On 1st down, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
Check.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A gain there of 21 yards. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Yellow lady.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You must let it
Breeze going to sneak it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
53's Mike.
Here we
They'll try and sneak it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.